What's up guys, it's MCRulz here, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for not uploading in the past few days. I've still been playing the game daily and keeping up with the news. It's just that every time new content came out, I'll usually just be late to react to it, or it wouldn't be that important. I missed out on saying anything about the Kaiser dungeon and stuff. But I did manage to finish that and I got my free Kaiser, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about whether King Dark is better than Crusade Mira or vice versa. So most of you may know King Dark came out on the game literally a few hours ago. So King Dark is just like Mira, a main DPS unit. So if we look at his skills, this one attacks opponent twice by 70% attack and has a 50% probability of preventing buff for 2 turns. This one pierces all opponents by 100% attack, does additional damage by 30%, and that's boosted up to 100% like Mira's skill. And this attack also attacks all opponents by 130% attack and ignores 50% of damage deflection and debuff resist. And then his passive lets him revive, and after his first revive, so it allows him to instantly resurrect for 2 turns if the inflicted damage eliminates him. And after the first resurrection, his damage is boosted. The first attack after resurrection is boosted by 50%, which is a pretty nice power boost. Now King Dark is a solid DPS unit, but just by looking at his skills on pen and paper, I don't think he quite yet compares in the capability of damage that he can do compared to Holy War Mira. I don't think that he can really, well, he can with the right sets and the right gear, but just as a pure character and on pen and paper, I don't think he can really hit as hard as Holy War Mira. He has a pretty good base damage stat for just a level 90 without gear, but Holy War Mira's skills, his passive is more directed towards doing staying alive and survivability, which would be very, very useful for PvP and situations where your character is taking high damage. That resurrect will be useful for him, and that 50% damage boost for the first attack is going to be helpful, but it is only going to be the first attack compared to Holy War Mira, whose passive grants her guaranteed critical hit, and then this one does 115% and also boosts the 100%. Her third one does 265% to the one with the highest attack, or 250% at level 1, but I'm pretty sure it goes up to 265, and then does additional damage to all opponents, and bonus damages increases up to 50% to all opponents if this opponent survives, the one who she hits, and she'll probably also crit with that too. Then her first one does 90% and then also does additional damage to the opponent with lowest HP. So I think just as a character, Mira is probably going to be doing a lot more damage than King Dark, but I do believe, if I can go back to his skills real quick, I do believe King Dark will be more useful in events such as, for example, Kaiser's new Fiesta dungeon. So Kaiser's new Fiesta dungeon, what makes it difficult, sort of, is her shield and her buff to herself. So this first attack will help prevent Kaiser from placing her shield, which will obviously help you run that event a whole lot easier. And then he also does good damage as well. He also still hits pretty hard, along with having that handy skill there. And it's also his 1 SP skill, meaning you'll probably be able to get it off a lot more than usual, and you could probably, if you really wanted to, you could get that off every round. So King Dark is a solid unit for different reasons to why Mira is a solid unit. I think overall Mira will do more damage than King Dark, but King Dark in PvP events and dungeons will prove to be more useful as he can prevent buffs. So let me know what you think about that. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. King Dark coming out today probably means that Queen No Name will come out next week. Now, that's not a guarantee, but I think it kind of just makes sense if you drop King Dark and then you drop Queen No Name. So I'm pretty excited for if Queen No Name decides to drop. They also made the Kun and Bomb banner permanent, which is good for me because I don't have Flame Kun yet, so that gives me a better opportunity of pulling him. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Yeah, well, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate that. I'm actually closing in on my first 100 subscribers, which would be fun. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one, and peace.